सर नमस्कार। राव साहब नमस्कार।
हाँ नमस्कार नमस्कार।
ठीक है सर आप?
हाँ हाँ ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है।
घर में सब ठीक?
जी जी जी
सर नमस्ते।
नमस्ते नमस्ते। जी 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 जी
सर नमस्ते सर।
नमस्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते। मैडम क्या है?
हाँ जी सर।
हाँ क्या है शेड्यूल आपका?
सर पहले डॉक्टर अनिर्बान NSOU से वेलकम करेंगे, फिर उसके बाद 5 मिनट के लिए मैं बोलूँगी, फिर आपका है इनॉग्रल एड्रेस, फिर वो लॉन्च कर देंगे। जो वीडियो है 3 मिनट का है, 4 मिनट का वीडियो है। फिर प्रोफेसर नेगी बोलेंगे एंड देन प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर बद्री एंड देन प्रोफेसर सरकार। दैट्स इट, सो इट्स ओवर।
कितनी देर हमको बोलना है?
सर 10 मिनट्स आपका है।
क्या क्या बोलना?
सर स्वयं के बारे में आप कह दीजिएगा। आई मीन यू हैव बीन इन सो मेनी कमिटीज, तो आजकल क्या लेटेस्ट हो रहा है, सो इफ दैट विल बी वेरी ग्रेट। UGC क्या सोच रहा है, NHRD क्या सोच रहे हैं?
आपके पास ज्यादा लेटेस्ट होगा हमारे मुकाबले में तो। स्वयं के बारे में चाहते हैं?
हाँ जी सर।
ये क्या है प्रोग्राम?
जी सर।
ये प्रोग्राम क्या है?
सर ये वाला वो प्रोग्राम बनाया 2 वीक्स का फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम कि हाउ टू डिजाइन स्वयं कोर्सेज। तो जो बेसिकली क्या था कि जो एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट निकाला UGC ने, उससे रिलेट करके हमने सोचा कि इतने सब टीचर्स को फेस टू फेस ट्रेनिंग या ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग अब तक नहीं हो नहीं सकती है। सो कैन बी टीचर्स ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशंस वो ये 2 वीक का MOOC लेके and they design courses, learn something and then get motivated to design SWAYAM courses. So Dr. Badri,
yeah, not yet.
Good afternoon, Professor.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, madam.
Good morning. Namaste.
Good morning डॉक्टर साहब।
Good morning. Namaskar.
So we'll
Namaskar, sir.
just
Namaskar,
wait for
namaskar.
Dr. Badri.
Yes. Okay.
Manas, can you call him?
Priyanti, are you ready?
Yes. Am I audible?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Professor
Yeah.
Anirban, we can start. I think we can start. He will join.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Priyanti, you may start the program. We are waiting for Dr. Badri, but he will be joining very soon. So we may start.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Priyanti Bagchi, working as Assistant Professor of the Department of Economics at NSOU, Kolkata. I'm pleased to welcome all distinguished participants present here to the launching of FDP-MOOC on development of online courses for SWAYAM. In this occasion, we have with us Professor Nageshwar Rao, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Indira Gandhi National Open University, Professor Om Prakash Negi, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Open University, Dr. B.K. Bhadri, Deputy Advisor, Distance Learning, Ministry of Education, Government of India, Professor Madhu Parhar, Director, Commonwealth Educational Center for Asia, New Delhi, Professor Subhas Sarkar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, NSOU, Kolkata, Dr. Manas Ranjan Panigrahi, Senior Program Officer, CEMCA, New Delhi, and Professor Anirban Ghosh, Director, CEMCA, NSOU. I welcome you all, sir. Massive open online courses, that's MOOCs, are free online courses available for anyone to enroll. MOOCs provide an affordable and flexible way to learn new skills, advance our career, and deliver quality educational experiences at scale. SWAYAM, meaning self, is a Sanskrit acronym that stands for Study Waves of Active Learning for Young Aspiring Minds, is an Indian MOOC platform. SWAYAM is an initiative launched by Ministry of Education, Government of India, under Digital India to give a coordinated stage and free entry to web courses covering all advanced education, high school, and skill sector courses. From MOOCs, we'll have a lot to achieve as MOOCs allow participating professors to rethink their course from different angles and also provide analytics that will improve the teaching learning process. I believe that we, the faculties of NSOU and other academics across the country, will have a lot to take from this 2-week online faculty development program, and we will eventually understand the process involved while developing and delivering MOOCs on digital platform. Now I request Dr. Manas Ranjan Panigrahi to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you very much, Priyanthi. Namaskar, Professor Nageshwar Rao, Vice Chancellor, IGNOU, New Delhi, Dr. V.K. Bhadri, Ministry of Education, Government of India, Professor Om Prakash Negi, Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Open University, Professor Subhas Sarkar, Vice Chancellor, Netaji Subhas Open University, Kolkata, Professor Madhu Parhar, Director, CEMCA, New Delhi, our esteemed course developers, Professor Anirban Ghosh, Netaji Subhas Open University, Dr. G. Maithili, IGNOU, Dr. Jitendra Pandey, Uttarakhand Open University, and all enrolled esteemed learners, ladies and gentlemen. It is my proud privilege to extend heartiest welcome to you all to this launch ceremony of FDP-MOOC on development of online courses for SWAYAM. We feel extremely honored by the presence of Professor Nageshwar Rao, Vice Chancellor, IGNOU, on this occasion and delighted to listen his inaugural address. It is a matter of great pleasure for all of us that he could find time to be with us in spite of his preoccupations. I extend a very warm welcome to Professor Nageshwar Rao, Vice Chancellor, IGNOU, on this occasion. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Dr. V.K. Bhadri, Ministry of Education, Government of India, on this occasion, and delighted to listen to him. His presence here is a source of inspiration for us and a great motivation to the entire academic community. I extend a very warm welcome to Dr. V.K. Bhadri on this occasion. I also take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Professor Om Prakash Negi, Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Open University, and Professor Subhas Sarkar, Vice Chancellor, Netaji Subhas Open University, on this occasion, and delighted to hear their address. With their visionary leadership and institutions signing with great achievements. I extend a very delightful welcome to this program and noting your open thoughts for open education with quality. I take this great privilege and opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Professor Madhu Parar, Director CEMCA, and I wanted to share with you the MOOC on development of online courses for SWAYAM is being offered under the auspices of CEMCA and NSOU. And Professor Parar has conceptualized and provided continuous guidance regarding to the development of this MOOC. Welcome you, Professor Parar, and thank you for your thought leadership. I also take this opportunity to welcome our esteemed course developers, Professor Anirvan Ghosh from Netaji Subhas Open University, Dr. G. Maithili, IGNOU, Dr. Jitendra Pandey, Uttarakhand Open University, and late Dr. Nisha Singh from IGNOU. Dr. Nisha Singh left us here after continuous fight against COVID. We always remember her for great contribution to the online education and blended learning. I understand that more than 300 prospective online course developers enrolled to this MOOC and hope that the deliberations will result in fruitful actions and contribution of many courses to SWAYAM. I also take this occasion to extend a warm welcome to the distinguished guests, dignitaries, learners, and all others for their gracious presence on this occasion. This course, Development of Online Course for SWAYAM, is a 2-week course and comprises 5 topics. This course was conceptualized by CEMCA and developed with the support of highly experienced professionals who designed, developed, and offering various MOOCs on SWAYAM. The course will run over 2 weeks and requires approximately 3 to 5 hours of time each week. Designed to accommodate learners' busy schedules, the course offers flexibility with options of learning the content. You will learn from readings, videos, discussions with participants and instructors, meaningful exercises and quizzes. On behalf of CEMCA, I congratulate Netaji Subhas Open University join hands to offer this course jointly. Thanks a lot to Netaji Subhas Open University family for its continuous collaborative approach. With these words, I welcome once again all of you to this launching ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Panigrahi, for your precise and heartiest welcome to all the dignitaries. I request Professor Madhu Parar to provide us with his valuable thoughts and enlighten us about the CEMCA's initiative in this MOOC.
Thank you so much. Respected Vice Chancellor, IGNOU Professor Nageshwar Rao, Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Open University, Professor Negi, Dr. Badri from Ministry, Professor Sarkar from NSOU, all interest from higher education institutions to develop high-quality MOOCs for undergraduate and postgraduate courses. And these courses were from humanities, sciences, performing arts, and allied subjects. Number of MOOCs to be developed is large, and that's what the expression of interest says. For example, under sciences, and it is on the internet, on the web, that under sciences, for example, there are 30 subjects and there are total of 646 courses. Huge task, and this is only, we are talking about the sciences. There are humanities, allied subjects, and other courses. UGC in 2017, that's way before 2020, this expression of interest, issued guidelines for developing online courses for SWAYAM, which clearly highlights the instructional design, that is the 4-quadrant approach to design the MOOC courses. The expression of interest 2020 clearly mentions that faculty from higher education institutions, colleges, having 5 years of experience can develop these MOOCs. And if we see the AISHE 2018-19 report, it shows there are 993 universities, 39,000 plus colleges, and 10,000 plus standalone institutions. The data or the report shows there are 14 lakh plus teachers in higher education institutions. Very large number. So if we calculate at a rough estimate that 10% of these teachers from higher education institutions, whether universities or colleges, will, or the universities, 10% of these universities, that is 100, will submit expression of interest. These teachers need a bit of hand-holding or bit of training on how to design these SWAYAM courses. Though, as in 2017, the guidelines have already been in place, many faculty members, they have already designed and developed MOOC courses on SWAYAM, but still CEMCA thought that can we do a hand-holding and can we empower these teachers by this 2-week faculty development program? And hence we are here. So with collaboration from NSOU, we developed this 2-week faculty development program. Now, who are involved in this program? 5 young colleagues, experts who have been working. And I must say, CEMCA is working with partners, and that's what we requested these young colleagues to develop this program. To name Professor Anirban from NSOU, Dr. Jitendra Pandey from Uttarakhand Open University, Dr. Maithili from IGNOU, Dr. Nisha Singh from IGNOU. I must pause here and give tribute to her, a good worker, an excellent colleague. Physically, she is not present here, but she will be always remembered for her support to her organization, that is IGNOU, and to CEMCA. And of course, my colleague, Dr. Manas, who coordinated the whole thing. So these are the young colleagues who are excellent, they are motivated, they are sincere, and they develop this program. I thank each one of them, sitting at 3 different locations, one in Haldwani, one in West Bengal, 2 in Delhi, rather 3 in Delhi. They created this online course. I really thank and have no words for their contribution. I also thank Netaji Subhas Open University for readily accepting and doing the editing of the videos, final editing of the videos in their studios. Now, what next? NSOU is going to launch this faculty development program, and I think they have already enrolled, not I think, I'm sure, 500 plus faculty members from the state. They are going to offer this FDP through their learning management system, and it will be offered from tomorrow, immediately after the launch. What next then? Once faculty members, let's say 500 of them, those who are enrolled, they do the course. Out of 500, let's say 10% of them, they are motivated to move forward. What we will do is that we will have one-day online program for them exclusively, because we will be having the data, how many of them they have enrolled in this. So this will have a ripple effect, and these faculty members will be motivated to design the MOOCs for SWAYAM. Huge task Ministry of Education, UGC, has given to each one of us, the open universities and even the formal system, to design so many courses under so many subjects. This is a small step which we thought we took, and we will take this forward. For this, support from each one is highly appreciated. Once again, I thank you for this, and we hope that this 2 days faculty development program will be a success. Thank you.
Unmute yourself. Unmute, please.
Thanks a lot, Professor Parhar, for your address. I would like to take this opportunity to invite Professor Nageshwar Rao for the inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Good morning to all of you. First of all, I thank Madhuji, who has invited me to this session. A session which is quite relevant to me as far as open and distance learning is concerned. Dr. B.K. Badri, Ministry of Education, my own colleagues and friends, Professor O.P.S. Negi, Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Open University, Professor S.S. Sarkar, Vice Chancellor, Netaji Subhas Open University, Dr. Madhu Prahar, Director CEMCA, then Director CECA, Anirban Ghosh of NSOU, Manas Ranjan ji, and the other two resource persons, Maithili and Jitendra Pandey, fellow participants. Great initiative by NSOU and the CEMCA for 2-week faculty development program to have these SWAYAM courses. Initially, I must compliment NSOU also for having the NAAC accreditation with A grade, the first state open university who has got this distinction to have it in terms of quality. I also remember that the top 2 courses from IGNOU as the coordinator of these SWAYAM programs, certificate and diploma. One is, I think, Jitendra Pandey, and other one is from NSOU. And they are the right people who have been chosen for the purpose. I do remember way back in 2000 or so, when I was working with Jitendra Pandey, and we took an initiative 2-credit program on computers having this 4-quadrant approach, and that too in Uttarakhand, where I have found that Jitendra was very much enthusiastic. I was not expecting that sort of results, but the response which he got in hilly terrain area where the network is the biggest constraint, we found a very good response. Of course, the course, it was not put on the SWAYAM platform. And that is the beginning of the enthusiasm amongst our young faculty. And since SWAYAM, it is the initiative of Ministry of Education from 2016, and initially they do have 3 main coordinators: UGC for PG programs, for the UG programs, and certificate and diploma for IGNOU. CEC has done good work initially, and then they are having around 1,000 programs for UG, including the UGC also. You find that they are around 1,500, because NPTEL was also there to contribute the programs in technology, engineering, and management. So in all, 3,000 courses are with us.
So please,
Sir, you are on mute.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Extremely sorry. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. Dr. Badri, Dr. S.S. Sarkar, Dr. O.P.S. Nogi, Madhu Prahar, Arindan Banner, Arindan Ghosh, then Jitendra Pandey, Maithili, and distinguished participants. I must compliment CEMCA and the NSOU for taking this initiative to have the 2 weeks faculty development program to develop these SWAYAM courses. I was just referring to the initiative of Honorable Minister during first wave of COVID-19, when he took a number of meetings to promote the SWAYAM courses. We wanted to have these courses translated into the regional languages. And the process of translating them into 8 regional languages, it was being initiated, and now 70 to 80% of our courses, they have been translated. At that point of time, a gap was also being identified. Out of 3,000 courses, 1,000 they are related to humanities and social sciences, 1,000 relating to the management, and remaining 1,000 they are the other miscellaneous courses. But this basket is too small to look at the bigger canvas of our higher education. So many programs, so many courses, and a lot of educational content is required. And when the CEC has started this work in 2017, then they could get a few good writers and the persons who can deliver the lectures and videos, along with UGC. Then NPTEL has also come in a big way. But when we assessed this scenario during June 2020, then we found that there is a lot of gap. And then the UGC, it has advertised, even AICTE also advertised, find out the gaps for these SWAYAM courses. And applications, they have been invited. And it was being felt that only a few applications we have received for certain courses. While some of the courses we could not get a single application. And then this capacity building process, the need, it was being experienced. CEMCA is coming up in a big way, NSOU is coming up in a big way. And in most of the universities and institutions, UGC has written letter. The people, they have come up for developing these SWAYAM courses. The gap is now we require at least 10,000 courses to cover up almost all the areas which are required in almost all the programs which are being run for UG, PG, certificate and diploma. It is the need of the hour. The second wave of COVID, it has further enforced all of us that without SWAYAM, we cannot move ahead. The SWAYAM platform, where the registration is free. During the first wave of COVID, edX and Coursera, they were moving around the whole country to find out the takers. And the people, they were not knowing much about the Ministry of Education with this SWAYAM platform. And then the SWAYAM platform took the initiative. And then we got the enrollment to the tune of 2 crores. Our own students, they start enrolling. And the examination is being conducted by a national testing agency. And there was a credit transfer mechanism which was started in 2016. And now, at that point of time, it was 20%. Now it is 40%, for which also the changes in the regulation, it has taken place. And when this CBCS, it has come up, or when the new education policy, national education policy is talking about the focus of multidisciplinary, then the importance of this SWAYAM courses, it has become much, much more significant. And that is why the need, it is being enforced. Nowadays, you see that most of the universities, they cannot conduct their examinations for all the programs, all the courses which they are running. And some of the courses, if for which the SWAYAM platform can be used, and the examination conducted by NTA, Ministry of Education, the credits that can easily be transferred to the tune of 40%. 40%. And some of these SWAYAM course coordinators, they were knowing that they feel very much enthusiastic when they find that their courses, they are being selected by the IIMs, IITs, most of the prestigious universities. Even our Jitendra Pandey might be knowing it, Maithili might be knowing it, the people who have contributed those courses. And their courses, they are being taken by those people. This is the motivation which we all get. It also tells us that now earlier the schedule of 40 days examination, this can be truncated to 20-25 days. Taking the facilities which have been created by the government of India free of cost to all of us. And that facility is to be used by us. Even for developing a course, the Ministry of Education finances to the tune of, I think 1.25 lakhs or so, I don't remember exactly the amount, but that much of amount is being given for developing one course. Of course, the quality parameters, they're very stringent. And our young faculty is very, very anxious to go for it. But the people, they feel that how to go. They look at these guidelines and sometimes they are lost in the sea. Now, this particular process of faculty development will definitely help our prospective course writers prospective course coordinators to present their proposals appropriately before the UGC and the AICT. And you all can do it also, because you all know how to use the technology. Knowledge is with you, technology is with you. And the 4-quadrant approach tells us that e-content, videos, and interaction and evaluation. Evaluation part, that is being taken care of by the SWAYAM platform. Of course, in some of their own institutions, the people, they are doing the things at their own. They are developing their own courses and putting their own LMS, not even going to SWAYAM. And they find that their courses, they are becoming very, very popular. Of course, the credit transfer issues that will create problems at later stage. So therefore, what the ministry suggests, what our 2020 regulations of ODL and online regulations, they suggest that please have an LMS approved by the UGC, and then your courses will be valid. Or if you don't have any standard LMS, then use the SWAYAM platform. And there, the process is very, very simple. Whenever they advertise, you apply for it. Of course, this particular 2 weeks program will also strengthen your proposal, how to prepare good proposals. And then you will be considered. There, I think they have put the gaps also. What are those gap areas? By looking at the courses of different universities. Matching work, it has been done by the UGC as well as by AICT. And after identifying the gaps, the proposals, they were invited for different courses. Since most of you are not coming forward, and that is the concern, and maybe the NIOS and the CEMCA, they have experienced, yes, if our young talent, they can be nurtured, they can be shown the right path, then they all can come forward to have those SWAYAM courses. Of course, in IGNOU, as Maithili might be here, we were earlier having only 21 courses in April 2020. And now we are having more than 100. So our people, they become much more enthusiastic to go for these SWAYAM courses. And now most of them, they feel motivated and inspired when their courses, they are being selected by the premier institutes, good universities. And they become the national or international coordinators for a particular course. And that is the self-satisfaction which you all will get once you are being considered, once your proposal is being approved by the UGC or by the AICT. Great initiative, good initiative. Compliments to the CEMCA. My sincere compliments to NIOS. They all are doing a good job. Our resource persons, they are also creating a young breed of our young talent who will also contribute significantly to this cause. My sincere best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Professor Rao. This is very informative, and the issues that you addressed is timely and pertinent for every one of us. Thanks again. Now I request Dr. Panigrahi to present the launching poster and NSOU MOOC platform. Here is the time where I request all the dignitaries present among us to join hands in the launching of FDP. Now
Yes.
I request our guest of honor, Dr. B.K. Bhadri, to deliver his address.
Good afternoon to all present on this very important occasion of launching this 2-week program on SWAYAM platform through MOOCs. Respected Vice Chancellor IGNOU, Professor Rao, Vice Chancellor Open University Uttarakhand, Professor Negi, Vice Chancellor Open University West Bengal, Professor Sarkar, Dr. Madhu Prahar, Dr. CEMCA, Dr. Anirban Ghosh, Senior Professor at NSOU, Dr. Panigrahi from CEMCA, and all other course developer of this 2-week from Uttarakhand Open University, from NSOU, and from IGNOU, and all my colleagues who are participating in this very important inaugural ceremony of this 2 weeks faculty development program. First of all, I must thank respected Professor Rao, who has been very kind enough to all of us, those who are associated with this open and distance learning, and now of course the online learning also. Every time it is so easy for all of us to approach to him to receive his blessings on such important occasions. For last 2.5 years, his efforts and endeavor has put in lots and lots of important ideas and very important progressive things so far ODL and online education is concerned. The best thing which has happened under his leadership and his chairman said regarding the finalization of NAC system for the open and distance learning, which was almost due for a decade or so. He took the lead, finalized the system for the NAC accreditation for the open and distance learning, and it is a very, very good news for all of us to this open and distance learning system in the country, that under his leadership, IGNOU got A+ through NAC accreditation.
Dr. Bhadri, probably he lost his connection. So, Priyanthi, we can wait for another 30 seconds to see if he is rejoining. Otherwise, we can go for the next speaker.
Okay.
I think he's
Yes, he has
muted.
joined. I think he joined.
Let us wait for a minute. Probably he's trying to join.
Sorry, ma'am, sorry for the interruption. Hello. Sorry.
No problem, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
Yeah. Yes. So I was just mentioning about the contribution about our respected Professor Rao, who has contributed a lot to the system, and we are all grateful to him that he always tries to bless such occasions to all of us and encourages our steps forward. And I must congratulate Dr. Madhu Prahar for her great steps forward to take such nice steps towards the design and development of a MOOC course for the faculty to be uploaded now just on the SWAYAM platform, and which is going to help a large number of our faculty across the country from the formal as well as the distance learning mode universities. There is not much to be talked about this because Professor Rao has already touched all important issues which are to be taken care of on this SWAYAM platform, the role of the
Dr. Badri, I request you please unmute your mic. Yeah. Now it's okay.
Okay, so we require the help from all nook and corner of the educational facilitator, and the role of the faculty is very, very important so that the quality MOOC courses are developed. And for preparation and designing and development of the quality MOOC courses, the role of the faculty comes to fore. So I do hope that this program of 2 weeks, which has been designed by the 3 open universities course coordinated together, will go a long way to help our young teachers. As Professor Rao has mentioned that the young teachers are now participating a lot in the preparation of such courses. And COVID has taught us so many new things in these difficult times. 2020 and it is still continuing 2021. Our lots of exams are being postponed. Some of them have been postponed. So the challenges before us for the quality education through this distance learning mode and online mode has now really become very high. And for that, we really require to develop quality courses. So quality will bring the good access. This will bring at the same time the equity, and then finally the overall arching of the higher education will reach out to all the desirous stakeholders. And as you know that the Ministry of Education is striving hard, step by step, to reach out to all the learners across the country through the open university system. And we are trying our level best to make everyone involved in this important work. And CEMCA, as you all know that, it's a small organization, but under the leadership of Dr. Madhu Prahar, this organization is really doing wonderful things. And this is, I think, one of the important tasks she has taken up for the benefits of the whole higher education system across the country. I must congratulate CEMCA in general and particular to Dr. Madhu Parhar for our endeavors. And once again, thanks to all of you. And I'm told and I know that NSOU is a core to this type of activities for long. I know them. Professor Sarkar is also just a source to take part and take his faculty and other faculties across the open universities forward as and when the opportunity goes to them. And most of the things are done through his cooperation. And on the top of that, once again, we all rather must congratulate our respected Professor Rao for his cooperation and blessings to such platforms always. So once again, thank you to you all from the Ministry of Education and on behalf of me also. Thank you very much. Madam.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bhadri, for your informative address. Now I request Professor Om Prakash Singh Negi, Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Open University, Haldwani, for his address.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir, you are.
Today's dignitaries, our chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor of NSOU, Professor Nageshwar Rao sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Netaji Subhas Open University, Professor Sarkar ji, Dr. B.K. Bhadri ji, Advisor, Ministry of Education, Professor Madhu Parhar ji, Director CEMCA, Dr. Manas Panigrahi ji, CEMCA, learned guests, experts, Professor Maithili from NSOU, Professor Ghosh from NSOU, administrative staff and academic staff of the NSOU, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I congratulate Professor Madhu Parhar, Director CEMCA, and Honorable Vice Chancellor NSOU, Professor Sarkar ji, to launch a faculty development program. During this pandemic, the faculty development program, development of the course for SWAYAM MOOCs. This is a great initiatives, good initiatives, enthusiastic initiative, wonderful initiatives. And I congratulate many times to both Professor Parhar and Professor Sarkar ji. I remember a word from the Sanskrit sloka, amantram aksaram nasti, na asti moolam ausadam, ayogya puruso nasti yojaka tatra dullabam. It means there is no word from which a mantra cannot be formed, no plant which does not have some medicinal properties. There is no individual who is not capable. What lacks is the presence of the facilitators. This sloka assumes that there is a basic intelligence in all individuals. All they need is a guide, a guru who can show them the right path. And during this pandemic, online learning technology, which is now a fundamental need of the modern civilization, is also become an affordable, handy information provider and even a provider of professional courses and educational degrees instead of attending physical classes in the traditional institute of the learning. Recently, this opportunity is offered through MOOCs. Especially in India, MOOCs are gaining popularity worldwide for their benefits and easy access, provided by the best universities worldwide individually or the collaboratively. Our country also has recently launched a MOOCs platform named SWAYAM, which is gaining progress successfully. MOOCs contain a variety of the online reading materials and resources. In this context, it is now vital to rating the awareness level of the MOOCs among the students, stakeholders worldwide during this COVID-19 pandemic, visualizing the growth of the MOOCs in India. MOOC can offer the right information to the right user at the right time. No, so with this, Uttarakhand Open University also has taken some initiatives, and my colleague, Dr. Jiten Pandey, is also participating in developing the MOOCs, various MOOCs, and our MOOCs on the cyber security is very popular at the SWAYAM portal. So this again, I say that I am not going in detail. The MOOCs will provide much more diversity to the class and bring in many more perspectives and unique experiences. So the field of the higher education will see massive and constant change in the near future, and MOOCs will continue to play a major role in its rapid evolution. During the pandemic, the MOOCs have become a very important, very enthusiastic, and very successful platform for the teaching, learning, and the evolution. So the course which is going to develop by the Professor Madhu Parhar and the NSOU is very significant and thus useful for faculty members and the learners of the Open Universities to enhance their skills, updating knowledge, and the capacity building of digital learning, particularly in the case of distance and online learning, in order to update the skills of innovation, technology, and quality of the OTL stakeholders from local and the global experts. I wish the success of this significant move in CEMCA. This will be the milestone. The development will be a milestone for the teachers and stakeholders of the different Open University in order to deliver the materials, in order to deliver the contents, in order to deliver the lectures of the open and distance learning. So I thank you very much for this initiative, and I am thankful to the Professor Madhu Parhar for inviting me at this venture. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay healthy, stay safe, and say bye-bye to Corona. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir, for your motivational speech. Now I request our Vice Chancellor, Professor Shubhashankar Sarkar, to deliver the presidential address.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Professor Nageshwar Rao ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, IGNOU. I think that he is to be termed as the leader of ODL movement in our country right now, because under his leadership, all the ODL institutions, especially the open universities, are now become consolidated. We used to think each other belonging to the same fraternity. This is his great achievement. My colleague OPS Negi ji, Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Open University, our long-time friend, Dr. V.K. Vadri ji, Advisor, Ministry of Education, Government of India, Professor Madhu Parhar ji, Director CEMCA, Dr. Manas Ranjan Parigrahi, CEMCA, my colleague Professor Anirban is now Director CECA of this institution, and all the participants. At the very beginning, I proffer my best regards and gratitude to all of you for being with us and making this program a success. Today, in this very auspicious ceremony, our much awaited faculty development program titled MOOCs on Development of Online Courses for SWAYAM is being launched. My special thanks to the Director CEMCA, Professor Parhar, who has conceptualized this course and selected our university that is NSOU, to collaborate in this joint venture. This 2-week-long course has been developed by well-experienced instructors, namely Dr. Manesh Ranjanji, Professor Anirban, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Jitendra Panditji, and Dr. C. Maithili, and also late Dr. Nisa Singh, Deputy Director, Center for Online Education, IGNOU. She is no more. We are deeply pained by the sudden demise of such a dynamic, devoted, efficient, and pleasant personality. The present online course has been designed and developed to meet the need of the hour, especially in the pandemic situation. Through this program, the participants will have an idea of the 4-quadrant approach, that is e-tutorial, e-content development, discussion forum, and various assessment techniques. In addition to this, there will be an addition of quiz. So, this would be quite beneficial for all of us. We are happy to host this online course through our learner management system as faculty development program for the benefit not only of our own faculties, but also for the faculties who are near about 500 in number, and all of whom are interested to develop and deliver MOOCs. I hope the participants will be immensely benefited after successful completion of this course in online learning environment. I once again thank you all. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. We are at the end of this function. At last, I'm taking this opportunity to invite Professor Anirban Ghosh, Director, CEMCA NSOU, to extend the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Priyanthi. It has been a wonderful session with gracious presence of Professor Nageshwar Rao, Professor Om Prakash Singh Negi, Dr. B.K. Badri, Dr. Professor Madhu Parhar, Dr. Manas Ranjan Panigrahi, and our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sarkar. Now we have come to an end of the FDP launch program. It is my privilege to propose the formal vote of thanks on behalf of Netaji Subhas Open University and Commonwealth Educational Media Center for Asia. All of us are mentally shattered in this challenging time. In spite of this pandemic, we are trying to remain engaged in the normal activities and also trying to engage our students in their study through digital platform. NSOU and CEMCA has just launched the online faculty development program, which is one step forward to ensure the quality of online courses. I would like to convey my sincere thanks to Professor Nageshwar Rao, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Indira Gandhi National Open University, for formal launch of faculty development program. Sir, you have been exceptionally helpful in all our academic endeavors. Thank you, sir. We sincerely acknowledge your guidance in the development of Netaji Subhas Open University. I have been very impressed and touched by the words of Professor Negi and Dr. B.K. Badri. Thank you, sir, for your encouragement. Definitely, your presence and words will motivate us in our future endeavors. It is my pleasure to thank Dr. Madhu Parhar, Director, Commonwealth Educational Media Center for Asia, for her continuous support and encouragement in taking innovatives in the field of education. I would like to put on record the contribution made by Dr. Manas Ranjan Panigrahi, Dr. Maithili, Dr. Nisha Singh, Dr. Jitendra Pandey for the development of this MOOC. It is very painful to us that Dr. Nisha Singh is no more with us. We worked as a team in this particular project. She was very sincere in her work and very kind-hearted person. Our deep condolence to her family. She will remain with us with her work. I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Subhas Sarkar, for his continuous support, guidance, and encouragement. Last but not the least, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to my colleagues at NSOU and the participants without whom the program would not have been possible and successful. Thank you, everyone. So stay well, stay safe. Thanks. Over to Dr. Panigrahi.
Over to Priyanthi, please.
Okay. So she will conclude the program.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Professor Ghosh, for your formal vote of thanks. I thank you on behalf of all of us for your continuous effort to make this program a success. With this, with the due permission of our Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Subhas Sarkar, I call for sign out from the platform. Everyone, stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you. Thank you, Priyanthi. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you all.
So we can
Thank
leave
you.
now.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
So hope to meet you on digital platform again.
Absolutely.
Okay, phone